Hi, this is Ms. Wafa. My lesson today is probably the last one in which I scan a certain grammatical point in English language. I'll talk about the past participle. Later on, we'll have lessons on the phonetics and other grammatical points. Well, the uses of the past participle or third form of the verb. Number one, when alone, it is not a verb. When the past participle is alone in a sentence, it is not a verb, but acts as an adjective situated before a noun. For example, the broken window was repaired yesterday. The broken window. Broken is a past participle. And here is another past participle, but together with verb to be, it's gonna make a passive voice, which I'm going to deal with today in this lesson. So, here, the broken window, this is in the subject group. It is in the subject. Okay, then another example, we saw a burned house on our way 2 days ago. We saw a house on fire or a burned house. So here it is the past participle. I put it in the object group. We saw a burned house. What did we see? We saw a burned house. Okay. Number two. But if the past participle is followed by a word or more than a word, it follows the noun, it modifies. So, for example, the speech prepared to be read at the conference has been changed. The speech, this is the noun, and the speech prepared to be read at the conference. Here is a past participle. It follows the noun, it modifies because it is stick to other words in the phrase. This is a phrase. So you can either say the speech which is or which was prepared to be read at the conference has been changed. Here we have three past participles. To be read, verb to be plus past participle, passive voice, مبني المجهول. Past participle preceded by a verb to be is also a passive voice, مبني المجهول, has been changed. قد تم تغييرها. Prepared to be read التي حضرت لتقرأ at the conference. Okay, the speech المقالة. Okay. Number three. So now it is used as an adjective before a noun, sometimes after a noun, sometimes number two after a noun, and number three, it is used for making the present and past perfect tenses. Present and past perfect tenses consist of two parts: have or has or have plus the past participle, and the past perfect had plus the past participle. So the examples: Elaine has completed her research. Elaine has completed her research. The verb is has completed, but today I'm focusing on the past participle and its uses. The Browns have bought a new house. These are present participle. Has completed, have bought. And we had done our homework before we watched the movie. We had done. This is the past participle. Please, we will talk about that later. We had done this verb, we have done this action, we had done it before we did another action. Okay, if we have to verbs in one sentence. So this is just past tense. This is a past tense. Past simple. Okay, past simple tense. Alrighty. We had done our homework before we watched the movie. Number 4, to form a passive voice. Okay, to form a passive voice, you need a verb to be plus past participle. Like, Basim is often seen. The verb is seen, and there is an adverb between the two parts of the verb. This is just an adverb of time. Basim is often seen in the library. He's a bookworm. He's a good reader. He's always seen in the library. The house will be cleaned. The house will be cleaned next Friday. Will be cleaned is the verb, a three-part verb, and cleaned is the past participle, which is the last part of the verb and the main one. Then, number 5, sometimes the past participle comes at the beginning of a sentence, even before the subject. And it will be as a phrase, a phrase, عبارة, not a complete sentence, not a ليست بجملة, just a phrase. For example, shocked to see a mad dog, كلب مسعور, mad dog. Nada's face turned white. Turned white means turned pale. We say pale, شاحب, هم الإنجليز يعني يستخدمون white. Shocked to see a mad dog. مصدومة لرؤية كلب مسعور. Nada's face turned white. وجهها أصبح شاحب. Interviewed at the site. تمت مقابلته في موقع العمل. Site, موقع عمل. Mr. not like the site now, which is website. Before, just it meant موقع العمل. So, interviewed at the site, Mr. Smith talked about the economical issues of the organization. Interviewed at the site. عندما تمت مقابلتان, he talked about, so this is just simple, past simple tense, past simple. Alright, he talked about. Then, number 6, the last point. In American English, in the US English, there's a tendency to use get plus a past participle. The verb get plus the past participle instead of be plus past participle. For example, he got promoted. تمت ترقيته. He got promoted. It means he was promoted. Or he got discharged. طرد. Or he was discharged. He got injured. أصيب. Okay, he got promoted or discharged or injured last month. So got means was. It is used instead of the verb to be. The projects will get completed by an Iraqi company. The projects will get completed. It means will be completed by an Iraqi company. This is as far as I remember of the past participle uses. And thank you. This was Miss Wafa. Thank you for watching.